Do you know what an Ugg is? Hello, this is Reinhard von Hennigs. And you live in Australia, you will probably tell me an Ugg is a sheepskin boot. If you live in the United States or if you live in Europe, you will probably tell me Ugg is this very special brand from Australia with those very special boots that are made out of sheepskin. The truth is, both answers are correct. Depending on where you live, Ugg is either perceived as a generic brand, a generic name, as in any sheepskin boot can be called an Ugg or will be called or is actually called an Ugg in Australia, or it is this one brand. Ugg, which means the Deckers Outdoor Corporation, who owns the trademark for Ugg, filed in trademark infringement action against the other Uggs who were trying to enter the United States market using the Uggs generic word. But now the question is, does Ugg represent a generic name? For example, if you have a German product, which is a Stiefel, which would be translated into a boot in the United States, can you trademark this in the United States? And the most likely answer is no, because you cannot trademark generic names. So the dispute here was, is Ugg confusing to the consumer? Is Ugg a generic trademark? And therefore, it should be allowed for this other boot company to put their products into the United States. While the case was clear from the facts, the legal conclusion was what mattered. But here are my takeaways from this case for you as an international business person. If you want to enter a different market, you need to make sure that the brand you have in that market is not considered generic. It goes, and that's my second takeaway, the other way around. You cannot take a generic brand from your country into another country and just assume it could be trademarked there. And the third takeaway is, if you have a trademark and anybody is trying to infringe it, fight it, because otherwise it will devalue your brand. And that's exactly what Deckers Outdoor Corporation did. They fought hard, they won, and now we know a little bit clearer what a generic trademark is. It helps you to know what words mean in different parts of the world. But most important, if you have a trademark, you need to enforce it, because if you do not enforce it, you may lose it. Why? Because the trademark had been transferred over into a generic term.